What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back for another episode review of Empire Season 4, Episode 12, Sweet Sorrow. Now, last week's episode, everybody was left twisted and fucked up about Cookie because Cookie had a heart attack. And, this week it started off with the aftermath of that. They got her to the hospital. They found out she had an MI. They, trying to figure out what happened before, this whole thing happened. And they was like, are you stressed and all this stuff? And I'm going to tell y'all something. Stress is one of the leading causes of heart failure and death amongst African American people. Okay, so we need to get that shit together amongst high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that stuff. I just want to let y'all know that. All right, stress is a killer. It's a silent killer. Okay, and so they taking her to the cath lab. Lucius about to throw a fit because he don't know what's going on. He trying to get an update, right? And the doctor finally come through and was like, oh, excuse me. We don't know what permanent damage is done. Okay, we don't know to the extent of the heart attack, but it's a good thing that you got her here as early as you did. What I need you to do is to call your family and get the family here, whatever, and let them know that it's gonna be a long night because they gotta run tests, they gotta do all this stuff to see what's going on. Meanwhile, the kids and Thirsty and them, they up in the waiting room with Lucius. Okay, Jamal, Hakeem, cool. Here comes Andre. What's going on? Everything all right? Lucius like, ain't this what you wanted? Huh? Ain't this what you wanted? He was like, what you talking about? When you was out there in Vegas and you tried to blow us up, you wanted to kill us. Okay, ain't this what you wanted? And then, they was about to get into it. I said, no, 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 not now, not now. Jamal got through and was like, no, stop this shit. Okay, just stop this. Andre, I mean, come on, why don't you just go back home or whatever? Because whatever, we ain't got time for this drama. He was like, that's my mama too. Hakeem was like, somebody will call your ass, okay? And he was like, fuck it, fine. And it was like, so what we supposed to do? And I think either Hakeem said, why don't we just pray, okay? I mean, and then Lucius was like, pray. He said, yeah, I mean, it got me through the whole thing that was going on with my custody battle with baby. What the fuck was the baby? Bitch the baby, okay? Because I don't remember her name. Anyway, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And here go Lucius. He goes into the cathedral, that's in the chapel, I should say, that's in the hospital. Now, he's talking to a figure of what's supposed to be Jesus, and, I don't understand why y'all think Jesus is God, but okay, we're not going to get in there. Jesus is God's son, so we're not going to get into the semantics of what y'all believe, but I'm just, okay. But anyway, so he was like, yo, so I ain't spoke to you in a long time. We had our little runarounds and stuff like that. I've been avoiding you, okay? But I ain't never done shit to you, okay? Listen, you trying to get at me by getting that cookie? Is that what it is? Everything that I got from you took my daddy from me. You tried to make my mama not love me and all that stuff. And so you trying to get cookie from me? That's what you trying to do? I did all this stuff. I got successful. I did all this shit without you. Okay? Now let me tell, and then gonna take the thing down and put it in a chair and threaten it. And I was like, I don't believe in these little false idols of, what's supposed to be Jesus and what's supposed to be God or whatever. I don't believe in them figurines and putting on crosses and stuff like that. That's just not what I believe in. No, that's a false idol. If you know that, okay, y'all putting up them look. I just want y'all to know that. Go back and read your Bible. But in any fucking way, and then you're making profit off of that because you got a badass. So the person that making it, girl, religion is a profitable business that it's not supposed to be, okay? You have to go back and you have to look at some of the stuff that y'all be doing, all right? I'm just saying, a lot of y'all ain't living true to the Bible, but y'all want a Bible thump. Moving on from that, he threatening the thing like, if you take Cookie from me or from my boys, I'm gonna bring hell down on this world. I said, and that's supposed to make him, you know, oh, he's scared. He's God Almighty. What you can do, you're a mere human. He can take your ass out too. Like, Lucius, get the fuck. Come on. I said, let me hurry up and fast forward this scene because I feel like, I just blasphemed because this is just very blasphemous. I know we going through some stuff, but this ain't the time to turn against God. This is the time to turn towards Him. So basically, the doctor comes in there. The cardiologist tells Cookie that, she had a mild heart attack, and, they didn't need a stent. They was able to blow up her artery with a balloon, but it was due to stress and diet. So she got to change all of that. And basically, she's going to be in the hospital, be out of work for a week. Now, of course, this is not pleasing to Cookie because this is not what she want to hear. She needs to work. She needs to be an Empire. She needs to know what's going on. The boys and Lucius come in there. Of course, they're happy that she's all better. Lucian then made up the house. They had all the best doctors and nurses, just set up the room and everything, making it comfortable for Cookie. I need to get give me a sugar daddy or something like that that'll do some shit like that for me. But anyway, just making her comfortable. And she want Lucius to go down there. Well, Lucius, she want to go back to work. Lucius is like, no, you're finna come up here. You finna, calm down. Get yourself better. That's my domain right about now. Going down there to, being and seeing what's going on with Empire and working on that. And at that time, Lucius leave. Hakeem and Jamal still up there, and they just looking at her like a pet in the zoo. And, she was like, I told Lucius to go so I can have some me time. And then y'all up here just breathing down my neck. But they concerned and she understands it. And at the same time, she was like, I want y'all to tell me what's going on with Empire. And Hakeem, I want you and Tiana to still do that duet. We already approved it. He gonna say, so we gonna reward the bitch that broke my heart. I said that basically dumped him. Oh, grow up, okay? Just grow up. So they get ready to leave, and Jamal comes, not Jamal, but Andre comes through the door. Jamal was like, yo, man, we ain't got time for this. And, Cookie told him, let him through. Let him through. So they let him through, and he was talking and just trying to apologize and see how she doing. And, she was like, I understand that Lucius, drive people to want to kill, okay? But what you did, it hurt me. And he was like, I had millions of time to change it, but I just couldn't. And I'm sorry. I'm dead ass sorry. And she was like, I know. I just hope it's enough. And went back to looking at her iPad. And I was like, that's your cue to leave, boo. Okay, that's your cue to leave. All right. So speaking of Eddie, Eddie is with his second wife, okay? And I guess she's this big real estate type of person. She's trying to close a deal with Lupe Fiasco. I said, wait a minute, Lupe, you doing TV now? Because Lupe be all the way out there sometimes. It's just like, kick and push this. But you know, they talking about stuff and they close the deal, selling the place. Come to find out, Eddie was like, I can't believe you selling this place. And I'm going to assume the reason why he said that was because it's their place. And because the money is funny right now, she needs some money. And she was like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't like the things that you and Giselle, which is his current wife, Nicole Ari Parker, they're doing. Y'all, these people that you borrow money from and that you working with, I'm not cool with that. And he was like, just be cool, just be cool. I'm going to get everything straight. Everything's going to go back to where it's at because she said she's scared and she worked. Because everybody's draining money. Every day put all their money up in this little Ponzi scheme, this little scheme, and it comes out to be a Ponzi scheme or whatever, and now they ain't got no money. Now he trying to play the lions and try to steal Empire right from underneath his nose. Mind you, they supposed to be friends, and when a friend of theirs did this to them, so now they're gonna do it to another friend. That is fucked up. So, Jamal is having this board meeting with some people at the Empire, including Becky, and basically, you know, Cookie did tell him to go down there and get yourself off the bench, okay? Now he's having his meeting with them, and Becky is basically telling them they're going to stop running the ads. This is what corporate wants, and they want to bench you for a little bit longer. He understands the reason because they want people to not look and think of him as this whole Dubois situation with Angelo getting shot and killed and all this stuff. They don't want to think about that. And so I was like, I could put some music out in the midst of this, and they was like, no, because it's gonna be tainted, okay? And he was like, well, shit, what the fuck? And he was like, well, we set up this interview with Robert Roberts so you can tell your side of the story, and you can apologize. And he was like, apologize for what? Don't you understand that I stopped a whole nother person from dying? And to be quite honest, I get it. I get it where he coming from, and I don't get corporate because and I know corporate, depending on who it is, these ads and stuff, they got a way that they pick and choose which type of tragedy and which type of shit they want to exploit and put their money behind, because they'll put their money behind a rapper who raps about killing people and who doing this and doing that, rape and murder and all this shit and selling drugs, but then you get something like this that actually happens and it was a self-defense thing that also help save somebody else, and now you want to back because you don't want no scandal, you don't want no drama with it, and it's tainted. Then you got Cookie on the line, and he didn't even know Cookie was in on the meeting and telling him, boy, just do what you got to do, okay? Don't let me have to throw my heart attack shit around to guilt you into doing stuff. So after the meeting was over with, he was talking to Becky about her whole situation with the baby thing. And remember last week, she just told Big Papa that we gonna be broken up, okay? We don't need to do anything else together. We're done. She never told him that she was pregnant. And he was like, don't you think you need to tell him? She was like, no, because it's my body and I can do whatever I want, because she decided to terminate the pregnancy. And he was trying to reason with her to tell her that you don't have to do it all by yourself. And she was like, I got this. And, it's just trying to reassure her, yes, it's your body, but don't think that you don't have nobody here that can help you through this, okay? Next thing we see, Andre. Well, Lucius was trying to get Cookie to eat better. Got a whole ass chef, cooking her some kale antioxidant salad and stuff like that. And she really not here for it. He's getting in his feelings a little bit because he feels as though she's not taking this whole recovery thing serious in her health. And it happens, it's understandable. On the other hand, you got Andre. Well, pause. Let's go back. You got Eddie talking to Tiana. Okay? Tiana, mind you, we flipping the script now. Last week it was Eddie and his feelings over Tiana and Hakeem. Now it's Tiana and her feelings over the fact that she gotta do this. Hakeem want to do this remix with her, this song with her, and she like, I ain't got time to deal with his stuff. I said the talk and the language is so different from what it was last week. Last week she was all girly, gushy on him and glad that they got back together. This week it's like, I don't have time to deal with his drama and all the stuff that he got going on. I don't understand why he pushing for us to do this duet. But then you got, Eddie saying you need to do the duet. It's gonna be a good look for you. But anything else that you do is not gonna surpass. Doing this duet is not gonna surpass you as an individual, and it's not gonna dim your star. It's still gonna let people know that you are the reigning person on Empire. And I said, look at the manipulation that just already went through. This is crazy, okay? And, with that being said, she was like, okay, I'll do it because he said, plus Cookie want us to. They threw that Cookie card up in there, and she was like, okay, fine. Just let it be known I'm not doing nothing in the studio with him. Recording separately. I was like, look at what the fuck just, look how the tables turn. Then Andre is in the studio talking to Shine. Shine was like, I'm surprised your ass still here. I thought you was still locked up on sabbatical. He said, I told, Lucius everything about me, okay? So therefore, you need to calm the fuck down. You need to leave shit alone, because there don't need to be no more death, because we don't need for you Lucius to know that you had anything to do with it, okay? Because then he gonna bring his dudes to try to come at your dudes, and then your dudes gonna try to come at his dudes, and it's like, we don't need no more of that shit, okay? I'm giving you a clean fucking slate. I took all the fucking responsibility, and I said, okay. So Cookie was in the bed asleep. Girl, she turned around and who there? Carol and goddamn, what is the other sister name? What's Vivica's name? Whatever. She there, okay? And she had already told Lucius don't call her sisters, okay? He said he wouldn't, but he said he had to call them for reinforcement because she was not heeding what people were saying. You have to rest, lay down, eat this food, and all this stuff. So they supposed to be up there taking care of her, but you got Vivica trying to get her to rest, trying to get her to do the right thing, and then you got Carol enabling her. It's like she don't want to disappoint her, she don't want to make her mad. So whatever you need me to do, I'ma do it. Carol was just giving her all the stuff that she needs, the chords and stuff like that. Child, Vivica come up in there and taking all her shit and was like, listen, you need to stop this stuff, okay? You don't want to be like daddy and all this shit. You better be glad you're not like daddy. You know, he had a heart attack and he died from the heart attack. And then she was like, maybe you should talk to mama. It was like, what? It was like, I don't understand why y'all still talking to that bitch. That bitch left us, okay? So I don't want to have nothing to do with her. She was like, well, she's concerned about you too. Oh, fuck that. And who's supposed to be playing the mama? I think I seen it somewhere, but I can't remember who. But anyway, they talking all about that. Of course, Vivica catches what's her face, Cookie on the phone in the bathroom talking to Portia. Portia was playing the track that Hakeem and Tiana was supposed to be doing, and it's totally different from what Cookie had put out. And she was like, "Why would Eddie change the shit up? Okay, what the fuck is going on?" And then, Jamal is supposed to be giving this interview, and Jamal is giving this interview about to Robin Roberts, and she starts it off. Let me just say this, and I love Robin Roberts, okay? And I get it, most of the time people be on these interviews and they be trying to promote stuff, but sometimes you are on there to do PR control and all this shit, damage control, I should say. And to play that video and to have it still playing and playing and playing, that's what they do to aggravate the fuck out of the guests. And the whole time that I was looking at this Jamal interview, Chris Brown's interview with Robin Roberts came up in my mind, okay? When he went crazy in that dressing room afterwards because he came there to promote his music and she just kept on talking about this event. We know, we got it. And he just said, I'm talking about my music. I'm here for my music and all this stuff. But she just kept on talking about bringing up his thing with Rihanna. That's what it kept on reminding me of, especially when she kept letting that video play, okay? It was like, what about this when you got into a fight with Angelo or your boyfriend or whatever at this event, and then she was holding it and she just kept on showing it. It was like, why would you keep on showing it? He said, could you stop playing it, okay? And then, trying to twist thing and make it seem as if he's really this violent person, because he was like, after this, then you go when you kill the former mayor in a running for the mayor of New York, Angelo Dubois, and she was like, bitch, it was self fucking defense, okay? And I saved somebody in the process because he was trying to kill somebody else. What are you talking about? And then she was like, if you ask anybody who know me, you know that I'm not a violent person. And she said, let me stop you there, okay? Because all this other stuff, it indicates otherwise. And I said, you know what? I could not be a reporter. I could not do that shit because I just would not want to play on people's words and twist them and do all that type of stuff to them. I would not want to play on that stuff like that, okay? Because you never know what these people gonna do. And that is exactly how they be doing up in these interviews and stuff. I be watching, I be like, what? Try to get you to slip up and say some stuff that you didn't mean, so they can paint this different, ugly narrative of you. But he was supposed to rehearse some stuff, and he rehearsed some lines what he was supposed to say, and he says, you know what, fuck this shit, because Becky was sitting there trying to feed the lines or whatever, and he was like, you know what, all my handlers had me to rehearse these foolishness or whatever. I'm not sorry that this dude died, because what happened is the Dubois came after my family, okay? They tried to take us down. Like, they really tried to take us down. Okay, they lost a brother. They lost somebody in their family. But nobody's talking about the fact that I lost somebody, okay? I almost lost my brother, all right? Nobody's talking about the fact of what they did to my family. And nobody is talking about the fact that I almost lost somebody that I truly, truly cared about, okay? And you want me to sit up here and say sorry? No, I'm done. I'm done. I apologize for this because I respect you. I respect you and everything, but I'm done. She said, I guess we're done. Cookie is pissed off, and you know what? Jamal did what a lot of these people that be doing these interviews want to do. Bitch had the balls enough to just say, fuck this shit, because you're not finna sit here and paint a picture of me this way. And you want to put it out there like that, and it can also either work in your favor or it can also still go ahead and, work in the negative. And Cookie was pissed off about it. She trying to get up and go ahead and go over there and see what the hell is going on with Jamal. And Carol like, go ahead, bitch, I looked up your symptoms and stuff on WebMD, and you need to be walking around. Vivica telling her, no, bitch, get your ass in the bed. Oh, shit. Something is stuck in my throat. I'm trying to move it. Okay. And somebody man went to the gutter, get it out, bitch. Okay. But, she was like, Carol was like, remember back in the day when you ain't had Empire? You ain't had no fancy recording studio to do no music or nothing like that. You used to do shit in my garage and stuff, so you gotta make it happen your own way. And then she was like, you know what? Carol is right. Vivica, Carol is right. Nobody has never said those words. So what the fuck you talking about? And she was like, if I can't go to Empire, I'm about to bring Empire to me, bitch. Then we get this scene coming to talk about this Tiana track. Eddie goes over there to see Andre because Andre had these numbers that he needed to get for Eddie from Shine. He's going around getting everybody's numbers about, I guess, the money and all this stuff, what their budget and stuff like that. And I guess Shine messed up the numbers, so Andre was looking over him, trying to correct it and stuff. And he calls him out right there. So I'm wondering, why is it that you need these numbers? That's what I'm thinking about. Why is it that you need these numbers? And Eddie trying to flip it like, you know what? It's a damn shame that, your parents didn't let you run Empire because you got a brilliant mind and all this stuff. But he never answered the question. And I said, Andre, you keep on this and you figure this out before it get to the point where there is no return for Empire and the Lions family because Eddie done took it from you. This is going to be your way back into the family because you about to save the empire. And Becky was in the little meeting with Papa and trying to tell him, how to do his schedule and stuff, and he really wasn't paying attention. And he said, "How am I supposed to be? I can't be you and act like nothing ever happened between us. Okay, I loved you. I'm in love with you, and you basically dumped my ass and broke my heart. I can't eat. I can't write, Becky. What the fuck?" And she was like, I'm pregnant, because he was trying to see what the hell went on between us. Wasn't I good with you? Like, what happened? All of a sudden shit flipped and you don't want nothing to do with me. I never did anything to you. She was like, I'm pregnant. And it was like, don't worry about it because I'm not keeping it. And he was like, wait a minute, what? I don't have a say? In a sense, technically, because it's her body. No, you really don't. But I do feel like Becky should have just sat down and talked it out to him, and they weighed their pros and cons. And I understand, you pregnant and you in this business world, but you can have both. You can have both. Papa don't believe in that stuff. So, Lucius come back in the house and he like, what the fuck is all this shit doing here? Why these vans outside? What's happening? Miss Juanita was like, listen, I tried to stop her, Mr. Lucius, but she told me no, so hey, it's out of my hands. Cookie setting up the whole makeshift studio in the house because she was like, we gonna have Hakeem and Tiana do this song together so that energy can be there, and Lucius didn't want her to do that, but of course she's stuck in her ways and she had to do it. And she gets Hakeem and Tiana in there, and at first it didn't go as planned. They being petty and shady towards each other. Hakeem rubbing the ring finger and then trying to put up the middle finger. There was no chemistry right there. They was trying to act like they still not into each other, whatever. But then Cookie, she gets up hollering at them and she almost passed the fuck out. And this just scared everybody. And she was like, I just need y'all to do this with some energy and whatever. So they just said, okay, if it ain't gonna put you back in the hospital, mama, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. They do the song, rock it out. Mind you, Eddie back there acting like it's all to the good. I said, okay. And this motherfucker gonna go over there to his wife with some the third or the what was it, the second wife, talking about some, I got you nice champagne. And she was like, bitch, we can't afford this shit. Why would you tell Lupe what's going on? Did Lupe not close the deal? I told that motherfucker that overpriced, overpaid bitch to that we ain't selling, okay? And she was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? It was like, I got the final piece to the puzzle and we about to be flush with cash. She was like, seriously? I said, bitch, fuck out of here, okay? Before that, we get this scene with Jamal going to the clinic or whatever with Becky, and they having a little heart to heart. He apologized, but not apologized for what he did, but for having her go through that with the live interview. And he was like, I don't give a damn about my career at this point. I probably ain't got one, but at least I'm free, okay? And at this point, she get called in there, Rebecca Williams, and Papa shows up, and he was like, listen, I prayed over this. And even though I don't agree with what you're doing, I cannot let you do this by yourself, okay? I love your ass. And I was like, Becky, that is a good man, Nessa, okay? That is a good man, all right? You better keep that one, okay? Then at the end, all of a sudden, Cookie sitting there, eating her little food, and she was like, it don't taste that bad. Put some little bacon bits. My grandmother used to always get them bacon bits and put them on everything. But anyway, Andre pops up in there, and it was like, no, boy, you can go. She was like, I got something to talk to you, Pops. It was like, it can wait. He was like, no, it can't wait, and you going to be thankful that I told you now. It was like, I was looking into this, no, he was like, I was looking into the Patel thing, and it was like, what the fuck you doing looking into that? You going to be glad that I did, okay? The numbers and stuff weren't adding up, whatever. Basically, what you doing is you're about to let Eddie take this fucking empire from right underneath us. They was looking like, oh shit. And I said, thank the boy. Thank the boy. They called Eddie ass up into that office, and he thinking it's all to the good, and they hit him with the whammy about how they know about the deal. It ain't just no fucking phone deal. You trying to sell this empire off, and he was like, hell yeah, I'm trying to sell it off because this could be so much bigger than what it needs to be, okay? I talk to a whole bunch of labels all the time, and they be laughing about how Empire ain't nothing but a shucking and jabbing ass fucking team full of monkeys and stuff, and if you don't take the deal, you proving them right. And the whole time, Lucius is seeing through the bullshit, and Cookie, everybody is seeing through it, but he's trying to get to the bottom of why he's trying to do this, and he refuses to tell the truth that he's in debt, and he was trying to use it for his own benefit. And so, he told him, because you my oldest friend, and we're friends, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get the hell up out my house, okay? He going to say he had to go to Palo Alto and tell Kelly himself. And he was like, you make sure you do that, okay? And, I was like, no, you call that motherfucker on the phone right now and you FaceTime that bitch or whatever, and you make sure that he knows from y'all mouths that this deal is, the gig is up, and that no, we not selling Empire. I mean, they told Thirsty to go track his ass, and I was like, that's not enough for me, okay? Fuck that. I would have told Kelly my mouth, okay? Fuck Eddie's mouth, all right? That motherfucker just proved that he's a goddamn liar, okay? So, no. But Lucius was trying to tell Cookie to calm the fuck down and to let everybody else do stuff, because she told Thirsty to track him, and he was like, we already got what's his name, Andre on it. You need to just calm down. And he is having a breakdown because he is seeing that, Carol said earlier Candace is the sister name. Candace was scared because Candace was doing all this stuff, and she was scared because of the whole thing that happened with the father, and Cookie had to tell her, I got better doctors than the father do, okay? So it's all right. And, Carol was like, Cookie gonna do what Cookie gonna do. And Lucius had said the same thing. I guess your sister was right. Cookie gonna do what Cookie gonna do. And it was like, it don't matter that you the love of my life and all that stuff. And he was just going through it because he want her to calm down. And it was like, he trying to, basically purge himself to her. And she's sitting there texting, not paying attention. And when he gets up and leave, she drops the phone, and he comes back, and she have her breakdown finally. She's scared about what's happening to her. She don't want to die. She just got her life back. And he gonna say, you ain't got to worry about that because I had some harsh words with God, and you gonna live a long time. Bitch, blasphemy again. Okay? You better stop this shit. But that was basically how the episode, they both said they loved each other, and that's how it ended. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this one, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.